Motion passes 6-1.
This past Monday, the school board approved a proposal for students to switch from computers to iPads for the upcoming school year. This comes in a wake of large amount of budget cuts happening throughout USD 497. Many students are saddened and frustrated with the board's decision.
It was a little disappointing. I feel like the decision was made before I walked in the door. I feel like as soon as I saw the numbers, like granted it is a lot of money, but it felt like public input didn't make a difference, despite the fact I know of at least half a dozen other groups or individual people who had specifically complained that it would hurt LHS academics.
Well, there's actually a lot of classes that rely on that kind of technology on the MacBooks to function like they do. For example, in the video classroom, there's a lot that we won't be able to do on iPads. You know, with talk of cutting classes, I feel like it's going to be the first step to all of that, and it's going to just, you know, have this snowball effect that's going to affect a lot of students.
According to the proposal, the district will save just under $4 million over the next 3 years with the switch between devices. The district also assures that some MacBooks will still be available for classes requiring them for their students. However, some teachers worry that this might lead to a larger equity issue.
I wish that the board had had an honest discussion about the equity issues that are at stake and the discrepancies among students that are able to bring their own devices to school and which ones have to rely on iPads now. And I felt as though the voices advocating for equity were not being heard.
Although this decision was final, school board member G.R. Gordon Ross, who visited LHS the day after the vote, reaffirms the difficulty of making such an important choice.
From my perspective, we were presented with two bad options. I'm not going to lie, there were two bad options. Keeping the MacBooks was a bad option, switching to iPads was a bad option. And there were bad options for different reasons. There are good options for different reasons, but in the end, they were bad options.
And as this controversy continues, the question on everyone's mind is how will students and teachers deal with this controversial change? The answer, only time will tell.
I think anytime we can find a way to save money, on paper, we should try it, but also, like I said, I think there's a process that we have to really make sure we're going through to make sure we make good decisions.
Be sure to check out the LHS budget for more on this situation, as well as other news about the ongoing budget crisis. This has been Jean-Luc, along with Jackson, Liam, Karen, and Hayden, reporting for the Lions Roar.